The IRS has made an announcement and they want us to be on the lookout for a letter. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now this is a very important announcement that was made by the IRS Commissioner Chuck Rettig. I apologize, I know for a fact I'm probably saying that last name wrong, but I'm just doing my best. Anyway, the IRS Commissioner was out with this very important announcement that they certainly want to bring to our attention because this is impacting a lot of people right here, right now, and they also want to point out this letter that you may be receiving, and if you do receive this letter, what you're supposed to do in the event that you get one. So let's get into it and discuss all of these very important details. But really quickly before we do, if you haven't done so yet, or if you're new here, please make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below the video. As I am your one and only daily advocate, I'm doing all the research each and every day, breaking it all down into these short videos so that you can stay updated each and every day with all this information that is changing very rapidly right now as it pertains to money, benefits, checks, announcements, programs, reform or raises to benefits, so many things that are going on right now, as well as all of the announcements out of the administration, the president, Congress, and all of these other bills and packages that are being introduced right now to send out ongoing checks or a one-time check or so many other things that are happening right here, right now. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below as I am your one and only daily advocate, and I'm very much dedicated to you, to being here right by your side, and to helping you out in any way that I possibly can going forward. So again, thanks so much for being part of the community. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's get into this very important announcement out of the IRS Commissioner. All right, so first off, let me put this into perspective by sharing with you some numbers that were also released behind all of this. And then, of course, I want to tell you what they're actually announcing, as well as this very important letter that you certainly want to be aware of if you happen to receive one of these letters and what you're supposed to do going forward. All right, so first off, over the last couple years here, they have sent out $872.5 billion in unemployment benefits. Now, for all the people who have unfortunately lost their job or have been laid off or working less hours, things like this, they've been able to claim some of these unemployment benefits, right? Not bad. But at the same time, unfortunately, with that $872 billion plus dollars that have gone out the door, over $160 billion of that has actually been sent out wrongly to people who have been claiming the identities of other people and then filing unemployment benefits on their behalf when they shouldn't be, and then claiming $160 plus billion wrongly. So let me put that into perspective. $160 billion is about $60 plus billion more than what we would need to send out a $2,000 stimulus check for 50 million people. So we could actually send out a lot more than that. We could send out a $3,000 stimulus check with that amount of money to 50 million people. Just to put that into perspective, that's a lot of money, and a lot of money that's going out the door that shouldn't have gone out the door. Anyway, let me tell you the announcements here out of the IRS, and then of course I will tell you about the letter as well that I certainly want you to be aware of. So the IRS is announcing if anybody is calling you, if anybody is texting you, if anybody is sending you emails claiming to be from the IRS or from the Treasury or from the Social Security Administration saying that they either have a tax rebate, a tax credit, a stimulus check, or some kind of money for you, no, do not under any circumstances respond to that person. Do not respond to a text message. Do not respond to an email. Do not click on any links within emails. And please do not give anybody information over the phone. If somebody calls you and says, hey, I'm the IRS, hang up on them. Seriously, the IRS does not call you, okay? So it's not the IRS. If somebody calls you and pretends that they're from the IRS or the Social Security Administration, it is not them, okay? They do not call you. Just hang up on them. You're going to be totally fine, okay? So the IRS will send you letters. The Social Security Administration will send you letters, but they won't call you, okay? They're not going to call you. That's not how it works. So anyway, what they're saying is if anybody is calling you, texting you, emailing you, or reaching out in any means like that, please do not give any personal information. Unfortunately, there are people out there right now who are fishing for personal information so that they can get your personal information and then possibly try to get some benefits off of you or try to get some kind of money out of you in some way, shape, or form. So please do not give any personal information in any way at all. Which, one quick side note, I know that a lot of you are aware of this, but I have seen a couple comments recently saying, hey, is that you? let me throw this out there as well. I've talked about this a few times previously over the last year and a half or so, but again, let me just throw this out there in case you have not been aware of this yet. Down in the comments section here on YouTube, of course, there are a lot of you that leave comments, which I really appreciate. However, every so often there are bots or robots, or people that pretend to be me. They might take my picture or maybe even my name, and they say, hey, text me, WhatsApp me, whatever. They try to get you to contact them. It's not me, okay? I would never write something as ridiculous as what they write. So when I write to somebody in the comment section, which I do try to respond to as many comments as possible, I do make it very clear that it's actually me and not one of these people. So I do go through and I try to block these people as quickly as possible, but they keep coming back, and I try to get rid of them. Anyway, please be aware of that. These people are just trying to get information. Do not give it to them, okay? So this is one example of that, and this is happening all across YouTube. It's not just here on this channel. It is across virtually every single channel right now. There are a lot of these down in the comment section, so please just be aware of that. I'm never going to tell you to buy cryptocurrency. I'm never going to tell you all that stuff. It's not me, okay? So please be aware of that as well. All right, now let's quickly talk about this letter, because this is also very important to be paying attention to. Some of us, unfortunately, we may have our identity stolen, and or somebody takes our identity and starts using it to maybe claim benefits, and maybe we're not aware of it. So here's the letter that IRS wants you to be aware of. If you happen to get in the mail a 1099-G, 1099-G, basically just a tax form saying that, hey, you received $10,000 in unemployment claims in this year, or whatever. You might be getting a letter that says that you got a bunch of benefits. You might look at the letter and think, wait, I don't know what they're talking about. I didn't get any benefits. I did not get this unemployment benefit. I didn't claim benefits. I don't have any of this money. I don't know what you're talking about. It must be just a garbage letter, right? Well, maybe not. Okay, so here's the thing. Maybe, unfortunately, you may be somebody who these people have gotten the identity of, and maybe they started claiming benefits on your account. So here's what they want you to be aware of. In the event that you receive some kind of letter, a 1099-G, or some kind of official documentation from your state, or maybe, acting like the IRS or somebody, some entity, acting like you got some kind of benefit that you actually did not receive, they want you to report it to the authorities right away, because this could be somebody that has taken your identity. Again, unfortunately, this is happening to a lot of people right now, and trying to claim benefits or doing something on your behalf, whereas they're getting money and they're claiming that it's you, okay? So it's not. In this case, if you happen to get one of these tax forms, a 1099-G or anything like this, please report it right away. Again, like they said, report it to your local authorities, and then, they can take it up from there and do whatever they see fit. But anyway, this is very important. Unfortunately, this is a time right now where, there's people trying to get personal information, which, by the way, I want to throw this out there as well. I do not want your personal information. Never have, and I never will, okay? I don't want that from you. Please do not leave any personal information down in the comment section. It's not my business, and it shouldn't be left in the public domain for anybody else to come by and see, okay? So I just want to throw that out there. Do not leave that information down below. You shouldn't do that. It's not a good thing right now, okay? So anyway, so I just want to make it very clear that I'm not looking for that information from you. I don't want it, and there's just no reason for me to have that information on you. So please do not leave anything like that down below. However, I do appreciate your comments, so you can certainly keep those coming if you'd like. But otherwise, I want to point this out for you because this is an important announcement out of the IRS. And in fact, Social Security was just out with a similar announcement to this maybe a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, something like that. They were out with a very similar announcement as well, saying, hey, look out, people are trying to get personal information. They're trying to claim it's the Social Security Administration contacting you, which again, they don't do. The Social Security Administration does not, they do not text you. They do not call you. They might get, if you're signed up for the automated announcements, when Social Security makes announcements, you might be getting those emails. Those are legit. I'm signed up for that as well. So anytime the Social Security makes some kind of, announcement, anything like this, of course, I get an email from that. But it's never a personal email saying, hey, this is Social Security, Matt, your representative, and I'm trying to get your social here. No, they don't do that. So please do not do that, okay? Do not respond to that, and do not leave your social in the comment section down below either. Over the last couple of years here, I have seen a couple people leave their social security numbers down below in the comment section. Not good. If I see that, I will delete it right away, just because that is not a good thing to leave down below, okay? So please do not do that. Anyway, some pretty big announcements here and some pretty important announcements, more like out of the IRS. So watch out for that. If you get any of this type of communication, please do not respond. Just ignore it. Otherwise, if you get some kind of letter like that, which unfortunately some people will be getting those because, this thing is actually happening right now. If you happen to get any of these, please report it right away and just try to get ahead of it before it gets kind of bad. And so anyway, just want to point this out for you. I want to help you out in any way that I can right now. It's a weird time that we're living through. Honestly, it's crazy. It's unbelievable. Who would have thought the things that are happening today would be happening today, right? I don't think if we went back 2.5 years or 3 years ago that any of us into maybe say mid 2019 or early 2019, if we fast forward back to that time, how many of us would be predicting that we'd be living and doing what we're currently doing right now? Gas, $5 plus a gallon, inflation through the roof, a loaf of bread costing more every single day. Seriously, who would be guessing that we'd be going through this right now? I don't think any of us would have guessed this. Unreal, right? Anyway, stay safe out there. I'm here for you in any way that I can be. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out some of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. And there's a lot of great information out there, but as I get more, of course, I'll be right back here for you breaking it down. So please enjoy your day. Until next time, I'll catch you again later and enjoy. I'll see you again soon.